Hey, we have a battle here with my cousin Jackie. He leads off with his Venusaur, and I lead off with my Swampert. And I see a grass type, so I run away. Send out my Heatran. Take whatever he throws at me. Use Frenzy Plant. That shouldn't do a lot of damage. But that means he has to recharge on the next turn. So that gives me a free shot here. And I forgot that he had to recharge. So I used Hidden Power thinking he would switch. And that would be Hidden Power Flying. So that's why it's super effective. And now I knew he was going to switch this time. So I used Hidden Power again. And since Lugia is a flying type, that's not going to do a lot of damage. Oh, and Lugia, yeah. I told him not to use any Ubers, but apparently he didn't understand what Ubers were, so there's a Lugia. Okay. Send out my bonkers here. This for, I don't know why. Use a waterfall. That doesn't do much. Now he withdraws. Sends out his fighting type against my normal type. I fake out here to see what he was going to do. And that does pretty good amount of damage. I take Life Orb damage here. My Ambipom has a Life Orb holding. And he was going to use a fighting move, so I sent out my Gengar, which is called Troll Face. And Gengar is unaffected by fighting moves, so that scares him off. And I set up my substitute. Calling the switch. Knew he was going to switch. Set my substitute. And now I use my Stab Shadow Ball. And that takes him out. Yeah. Critical hit. But yeah. Takes him out in one hit. And cover with Black Sludge. Nice, isn't that his Typhlosion? I'm not too worried. Got a substitute. Send another Shadow Ball. Knowing I can outspeed him. And that does very considerable amount of damage. So I know I can 2-hit KO this Typhlosion. And I still have substitute, so I won't be taking any damage this turn from his attacks. Then I'm going to fire off another Shadow Ball. Take him out. And there goes the Typhlosion. And I'm almost back to full health from my Black Sludge. And it sends back as Lugia. And Lugia is weak against Ghost type attacks because it's Psychic. So I shoot off a Shadow Ball. See how much damage it does. But Lugia is an Uber and has a lot of defense. So it survives. And it shoots off an Aero Blast here. And Gengar is really frail, so it takes a huge chunk of damage here. Not too much. Still got half HP left, which is good. Shoot off another Shadow Ball to finish off his Lugia. So I got rid of that Uber there, which is good. Because he wasn't supposed to use it Lugia anyways. Now I'm back to more than half health. Now right here, he sent out Snorlax, and I'm like, Snorlax is normal, so he can't do anything to me, so I surprise him with the Focus Blast, which lands, so that does a pretty good amount to Snorlax. And I'm like, Snorlax can't do anything to me, it's a normal type. Probably has a bunch of normal moves, Can't really hurt my Gengar much, so I thought I'd just shoot him with the Focus Blast. That does a lot of damage, takes it down to less than half. But then he uses his Blizzard. Blizzard has like 70% accuracy, and it hits. Like my Focus Blast. And it takes me out. I'm like, what? Gengar. Gengar took out 3 of his Pokemon, man. And I'm like, oh, and then like, oh well, a Dragonite right here. For some reason, I saw a Dragonite. I forgot he just used Blizzard, and I forgot. And I was like, maybe it will hit this time. But it hits, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, here goes my Dragonite. Dragonite's like 4 times weak against Ice type attacks, so that was a waste of a move. But it's all right. I still have a couple of pokes left. So I sent back out my Swampert. And I know he was going to switch back to his Venusaur because he still had a Venusaur. So that's... oh no wait, never mind. I used Earthquake. I was going to use something else. Use Earthquake and his Venusaur. Like, yeah, it does a little bit to Venusaur. Takes him down to red zone HP. So when I switch to my Fortress here, take whatever he has, and he uses Frenzy Plant. And again, Frenzy Plant, he has to recharge the next turn, which is good for me. That doesn't do too much damage, because Fortress has really high defense. Now it's recharged, so I think it's time to set up some Toxic Spikes. So when his Pokemon come in, they're gonna get poisoned. Then he used Earthquake, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, well, that's surprising. Good thing I have a lot of defense here, otherwise that would have taken me out. But I shoot Gyro Ball and take it out. Since it's only got like a little bit of HP left. Yeah, it's a critical hit, but doesn't really matter. Probably taking it out anyways. Sends back out Snorlax, and I'm like, alright, Snorlax gonna get poisoned from a Toxic Spike. But no, it has immunity. So I'm like, oh, whatever, screw it. I'll explode. Take it out for sure. I probably didn't need to. It only had a little bit of HP, but Snorlax does have a lot of defense that I know for sure. So I was like, I still got some Pokemon left, so oh yeah, he only has one left, so might as well explode because I only got one left coming in. I send back out my Ambipom. That's probably like, oh, okay, whatever. I can fake it out, do some damage to it. And the first time did a lot of damage, so she did a lot of damage this time as well. And he got poisoned, so from this Toxic Spike, so which is good. So yeah, fake out takes down to a little bit of HP, and I'm like, and that flinches him, so he can't do anything. So I'm thinking I'm faster, so I try to use my last resort, but it doesn't work because his Primeape is faster. So his Primeape takes me out with the stab, close combat, weak against fighting type. So Ambipom just gets taken out here, but he gets his stat drops there, which don't really matter because he only has a little bit of HP left. So I just send in next Pokemon. Or, well, I don't need to. Poison killed him, so, yeah. Alright. That's good. Thanks for watching.